share it with people.
Okay, that's a big problem with the hot potatoes because you want to, you can actually hot potatoes allows you to upload the exercises on their website, right?
Yeah.
Do you have to pay?
Yes, I have to pay.
You have to pay. Okay.
When I log in, they require to pay to log in.
Okay. Okay. It's no longer no longer free. Actually, a few years back, we could upload the exercises online, but now they charge.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, actually, I also have problems with hot potatoes in terms of customizing the phones, the background, because it looks so unattractive. That's I think what is one of the weaknesses of using hot potatoes. The format, the layout, I don't think it's attractive. But still, we can customize, we can edit, but we need some software to do that. Yeah, I used to use Dreamweaver, I guess. All right, this is an old site. Okay, that's good. Any more questions and comments? Okay, thank you very much, Queen Ox Group. We're moving on to the next presentation. So next presentation and the final one. Where are you? Where are you? Okay, Thảo, Ngô Thị Thảo, right? Ngô Thị Thảo. Luân, okay, Thảo Luân, okay. Good, yes, please. You can start sharing your screen now.
Đấy thì đúng rồi.
Hello everyone. We are group 6. Our group has 4 members: Ngô Thị Thảo Luân, Lê Thị Bình Thi, Trần Lan Anh, and Phan Thị Huế. Today we will have presentation about how to use Google Forms in teaching languages. Our presentations are divided into 3 parts. The first one, introduction. The second one, how to use. And the last one, class of application, strengths and weakness. So firstly, we need to know what is Google Forms. Google Forms is a form with questions which is created and filled in online. The questions can be then shared, and responses to questions can be filled in a number of formats. Google Forms is a part of Google's online apps. You can get more than in your browser for free. It's easy to use and one of the simplest ways to save data directly to the spreadsheet. And Google Form can be used in a variety of domains in life, like economy, geography, education. Whether you need a contact form or a checkout page, a survey or a student directory, a form is all you need to easily gather information. With Google Forms, it only takes a few minutes to make one for free. Google Forms is also a great tool for educators. There's many ways that Google Forms can be used that benefit teaching and learning. For example, teachers can collaborate with their co-workers at the same time to build surveys in working with their teams. Form can be used for lesson planning, reports, professional development planning, or survey to determine grade level of students.
Yes, so now I will teach you how to use the Google Forms. Yeah, I will. And firstly, we have 2 ways to get into the Google Forms. The first one is that have to log in your Gmail, and then you go to the job website here. sorry, we have the problem with the screen sharing.
Đấy.
Yes, the first way you have to you can get to the Google Forms is that you have to log in your Gmail and you go to your Google Drive here, and then you click on the new button here, more, and you will see the Google Forms here. Here's the Google Forms here. And it is the first one, and the second one is that you can go directly to the website google.com platforms, and you can go directly to the Google Forms here. And the difference between the two ways is that the second way you can see some suggestions for you to design the theme or to design this kind of Google Forms here. And I will introduce you how to use Google Forms correctly. And first we have to edit your title of the Google Forms. You can edit directly here, or you can edit here. And I will edit here, for example. And you will see that you can add your question here, and or you can click here, add question. Yes. And you can see the form that description here. And it's some kind of subtitle, and I can for example, I can do it, for example. Yeah, you can edit your questions here. The first one is, for example, what is your name? And you can edit your question type here, and you have 11 types of questions: short answer, paragraph, multiple choice, check boxes, drop down, find outlet, linear scale, multiple choice grid, check box grid, and date and time. And with this question, I will choose short answer. And if you want to make your answer to be precise, you click on here, and your answer will be precise. It means that you have answered this question before you can move to the next question. And more function is that you can add a title description, you can get image, add a video, and you can add a question here. And moreover, if you want to duplicate your questions, you can click on this, and you have to choose the same question, or you can edit it. Yeah. And this one, I will move to how you can add a section. Yeah, you want to add a section. This means that you have to choose sections of your Google Forms here, and it means that you have to finish the first section before you can go to the second section here. And you can click on the arrow here. That you can see the questions only, or you can see the answer only. And now let's move to how you can edit a screen. You can click on this and the image here. You can choose anything you want. And I will choose party. Yes, this one. Yes, you will see the screen here. And then you want to I want to introduce you how to one setting. And this is the setting general. If you want your reply style, it means that you can collect the you can you have it means that you want your request to be required to set to sign in the Google Form, and then you can anyone if you want to your respondent can edit after submit. You can click on this, and you will see the summary chat and text responses. And about the presentation, you want to see the progress bar after your respondent finished on the. You can click on this. And moreover, if you want to make your Google Forms to be a quiz, you can click on make a quiz, and then you will see that the really great the really great will immediately after each submission. You click on this, and however, you can let the after maybe review. And this one you can see the mid section, the correct answer, the choice value. It's about the testing. And if you want to see the preview, you click on this to see the how the response comes to. And you click on this. Yes, you have to finish the first question because it's required. Yes, it is the second section. And that's sort of about the preview. And you want to send your Google Forms to any others, you can send to through the Gmail email, and you can send to the link. If you have the link here, start from the link and you copy it and send to the others. And that's all about how to use the Google Forms.
Okay, so moving to the next part. The next part will be the Google Forms in teaching. We have two smaller parts. The first one is applications of Google Forms in teaching, and the second one is the strengths and weaknesses of Google Forms. First, about the applications of Google Forms in teaching, we divide it into three smaller stages: before a course, during a course, and after a course. The first one is before a course. Teacher can use opinion survey or quick poll to collect personal information and learning preferences of the learners. Teacher can also gain information about learning difficulties and expectations of learners. So as you can see on the slide, and the next part is during a course. Teacher can give continuous assessment to the learners by designing some quiz, and teachers can know how much learners have progressed. And this is an example of how the teachers can give continuous feedback to students. Teachers can create rubrics and give feedback to learners based on their performance. So this is an example of the criteria for assessment, like organization, grammar, and lexical resources. Students can know how much they have gained during the course.
Okay, we can continue with the use of Google Forms during the course. Teachers can use Google Forms to create curriculum activities. For example, teachers can create an online registration for English class or English speaking communication and send to the emails of parents. Teachers can provide time, date for this activity, address with Google Maps, free and main activities in this. And teachers also can collect student and parent name, address, phone number, email, the number of registration, and opinions about this activity, whether or not they will attend this activity. Here in the slide, you can see an example. Here, teacher can collect name, email, phone number, okay, how many friends will bring along and when you arrive. And after course, teacher also can create a final exam to adjust students' learning process. Teachers can use free multiple choice questions or long answers. Teachers also can collect feedback from parents and students, like writing a reflection online about the teaching method used in this course. Here you can see an example of reflection.
Now moving to the next part, the advantages and disadvantages of Google Forms. The first part is about its strength, whereas you can see it is quite quick and easy to create. And by using Google Forms, it can help transcend the classroom scope from traditional class to e-class. Another benefit of using Google Forms is that the teachers can avoid losing important assignment papers because he or she can save it online. Last but not least, teachers can utilize Google Forms as a checking attendance tool to see how many students attend the class.
Okay, I want to continue talking about weaknesses of using Google Forms. The first weaknesses lie in objectivity problems. Students can copy from the internet or use other website as a source of help when doing exercises and tests. The second problem is applying conditions. We can't apply Google Form in remote areas with no internet connection. So today we have a talk about Google Form and using Google Form in teaching language. Our presentation includes 4 parts: definition, how to use Google Form, application of Google Forms in teaching language, and strengths and weaknesses. And here are small exercises for you guys to practice. And I will share this link in group chat. Thank you for your attention.
All right, thank you very much for your presentation. Just one quick question. Can you make this link shorter?
Yes.
How can we make this? How can you make?
Yes, you can make this link shorter by click on. Okay.
Because this link is still very long. Can you make it even shorter?
Yes, yes. Just give me a minute, please. That's here the short 5.
Okay, I don't think you understand my question. Can you make this link even shorter? Because it's
Yeah,
still long.
I have shortened this link or to shorten the URL.
Mm-hmm.
I have shortened it.
You have shortened it?
Yes.
This link? This is the link after you shortened, right?
Yes.
Yeah. My question is, can you make it even shorter? Can you do that?
Yes. Yes.
Show me. Or you can start sharing your browser or something. Oh, yeah, to show everyone how to make this link even shorter. Okay. Okay.
Yes. We can shorten our link.
Okay. Just want to check if you remember the techniques that I gave you. All right, that's it. Okay, thank you. Just to remember it. Thank you very much for remembering the technique. All right, that's very good.
Yes.
All right. Actually, I have a question for everyone. Can we design a whole test in Google Form? The test about speaking, listening, writing, reading, grammar, pronunciation, vocabulary. Can we put everything in one in everything in Google Form? Can we do that? Yes. That's good. Show me the example. You have any example? Oh, you don't have any example, and you say yes. At least you have an example to persuade me. Not the speaking, not the speaking test. Well, actually, you can design a question and then using the Vocaro. Last time, one of your groups presentation about Vocaro, they can record their voice and then paste the link to submit the assignment. All right? Does it make sense to you?
Yes.
Okay. Create a question, a short text actually, yeah, and then the students can submit the link using Vocaro, so you can test the speaking test. You can create speaking test on that. Okay. Well, actually, I'm going to send you a link by one of my colleagues, and it's very, very interesting. And then you just give you some ideas about that. All right. I send you the link.